If you recall in many other earlier episodes, I've talked about the things that we know or think we know on one side of us, and the other side of life is that sea, or those seas of unknowns. And I've talked about, it isn't the limited things that we have on our wall as degrees or certificates or training documents. There's a whole lot out there that we don't know. And right here, a lot I don't even know about myself. And that's where the value and the treasure is in those things we don't know versus what we think we know. And remember, if you check out other episodes, even those things we think we do know, two words, what we think and what we think we know, even that part is faulty in the premise. I won't get into it today, but as a reminder, please go check out other episodes where I talk at length about that key term, we do not think. And if we think we know, we definitely don't know much either. But let me go forward with this discussion today about a gentleman that I met over 20 years ago. His name was Rick Mackovitz. I met him very briefly. As I recall, let me get first his background, what I found online about his biography. Rick Mackovitz. Though a Catholic, Mackovitz was also a practitioner of Zen Buddhism and an ordained Buddhist priest. On January the 2nd, 2017, at age of 51, Mr. Mackovitz died of brain cancer. Mr. Mackovitz was a Navy SEAL and also the host of Discovery Channel and the Military Channel show Future Weapons. I met him and he told me his name was Mack. That was it. Hey, I'm Mack. We met briefly at a hotel. I recall this, I think at a Hyatt hotel, not far from the White House in Washington, D.C., sometime around 2003, 2004, as I recall. But when I met him, it was just one fantastic, magnetic, quiet, humble, and confident man. I didn't know who I was talking to. We happened to be, I think, in the lobby or the lounge area. I had a brief meeting over here, and then he and I just connected on something that he said or I said, and we started talking. But I said I didn't know who he was. I saw him as a man, and we had an opportunity to connect there on a fantastic moment. But now I understand he was a bona fide Navy SEAL that had the pleasure to meet and didn't think to respect the honor of meeting him. And I forgot about that. And this is all on me and my apparent non-gratitude of that moment in time. Because on reflection, about 18 or 19 years later, I remembered him. And I happened upon a video about him, about his book, about his motto, and his organization. I think he even had a website called Not Dead, Can't Quit, NDCQ. And I came across some video where he was doing training and instruction, and some of his presentations he made to other military organizations and professional sports organizations. But then as I came across that video, then I came across that insert in Wikipedia or Google to find out that he had passed. He was now dead. And that was a man of men that I shook hands with. He probably even shared that NDCQ mantra with me back in 2003. I may have forgotten what he showed and demonstrated to me in that one chance encounter at the DC Hyatt Hotel. But now I'm only coming to fully appreciate it after I learned of his succumbing to a disease or that cancer thing. Because, as he told me back then, and what I was able to review on his site and his presentations, NDCQ, not dead, can't quit. That is a very simple statement to persevere, to continue forward, to pursue your excellence and message and purpose, and to not stop because you are not dead. Very simple and straightforward. And when he said it to me over 20 years ago, and as I reread it now, that is very much the best statement and much better than what I have stated in my shingle about resilience, about what drives you. That statement about right now, you're not dead, you can't quit. This means go forward, push forward. I had drafted the resilience message before I met Mack, maybe 3 or 4 years before. But I didn't refine it or hadn't refined it when I met him. And however, I felt ready for the putting it out. I think initially, around that time, 2002, 2003, the first release I put out there, I thought it was ready, but it was not. And it was not fully ready and ready for public consumption until the final publishing and release on my book, Resilience, The Beauty of Presence, until about 2018. I'll have to research this, but I think that was around when Mack passed. As I said earlier, I think on the site, on Wikipedia, he passed in 2017, I think. But through one simple and singular meeting of a man, of a spirit, a leader, a warrior, a humble and confident dude that gave his all in his profession and in sharing his passion for never quitting on anything or on anyone. Not until you are dead. Quit is never on the agenda. Push forward and finish the mission, your message, your purpose at hand in this moment and in this day. You got another shot? Take it. The moment, the day, the grace to fulfill and complete what you were sent here to do now. Not later, not yesterday. Give all of you to this present moment. In case you have to die in the execution, do that. But you never, ever quit. Stay present. Stay current. No matter where you are in this world. Tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a total stranger, hey, it's always 8:20.